Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, the Monster Within. I am your storyteller, Prince, he, him, and we just left off with our coterie being flirted with. Is that what we're going to use for it? There could have been more. There was a phone number left. There's some long touches. There was some, yeah, yeah. She's hot. I don't know what to tell you. I would share the picture for it with you, but yeah, she's hot. So we'll just leave it at that. So anyway, let's jump back into it. So they're at this Anarch and Camarilla meeting
So,
situation. But it doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anarchs here. There's a few. They mostly look to be on the relatively young side. Kind of don't know what to do and are giving the Camarilla that are here are giving the anarchs some looks, and the anarchs are all looking at you all. They don't really care about the rest of the Camarilla that are here. Um, there's a moment of time to breathe here. Um, there's still a few people that look. There's a few people walking in that look familiar to you. You haven't necessarily met them that are Camarilla, um, but there are some people here. Um, there's one that you sort of remember. You saw him in the crowd um, at um, at your first meeting when everybody was all together, but they 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 looked like a fuck boy that was kind of trying to like get your attention, but when none of you talked to them, they kind of pouted in a corner. Um, and I will link another picture to you all. Um, they are shirtless. They are tattooed. Uh, they have the hair that does one of these swoop actions. They have their top scars out. They don't care. They have nice jeans, nice boots. They look like they spent money on their look, but are trying to look like they didn't spend money on their look at the same time.
Classic Hot Topic goth. Got it.
Hot Topic Adonis. Yeah,
You
we're
ever
Yeah,
getting
been
Hot
in a
Topic.
room?
Hot Topic sword guy.
You ever been in a room with somebody who you know that wants everybody to think they're cool, but is
Yes.
trying so hard and no one is paying any attention to them?
Every dude
This
in
is that
college.
person.
Yes. Every dude in college.
And
Yeah.
this is a Camarilla?
This is a Camarilla.
That's worse.
Yep.
Okay.
They flip their hair and then realize your eyes just kind of passed by them, and then it does a little nod.
Uh. Huh?
Us?
Me?
I point back.
There is another person that you see there that was also in the original lineup of people when you all were first here, and you vaguely remember her name being mentioned as Cleo. She's another Ventru. She is apparently around the same age as Albright, maybe a little younger. Oh, and the other person's name is Condor.
We probably didn't get that, so
Yeah,
it's
we
you don't have to tell
wouldn't
us.
care.
You don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, if Condor and Cleo were standing next to each other, we would have straight at Cleo. We ain't looking at no one. Goes, damn. Oh.
So there's a few people here, but the vibe is they're not the important people, and you can tell that.
Is this still because we're early?
No, there's a bunch of amateurs
sure.
here. There's
No,
more
yeah.
amateur people. There's
I
just you. The
have
more
no
that you're
backup.
here and seeing the people that are here with you, the more you're starting to realize that, like, maybe you were put on a little bit of an island here.
Yeah, this is we're like the cannon fodder, and these people are just watching to see if shit goes
No,
goes
literally.
off. Maybe not.
This is the job that
Condor, he's-
nobody wants.
Literally.
Yeah.
We keep getting that.
Yeah.
And it's not long. I'll give you a chance to talk if y'all want to say anything to each other. But there is someone in a suit sort of pacing and waiting for you all to have a moment of just not talking to each other or conversing. So y'all have a second to talk if you want to.
Sure.
I don't know if Delaney wants to say anything sensitive or important just because it's a room full of people listening at all times.
Gotcha.
And I think
No, it's fair.
she would like kind of like give them a look like if we are going to talk, like let's keep it like brief or like vague, just
Yeah.
so.
Are you both doing okay?
I'm more worried about you.
I'm feeling much better.
Okay, because you have like a look in your eye that's kind of dangerous.
Let's talk about it later.
Yeah, you and I
Okay.
think Crux points to Cal. You come to my place after this.
Your little attic?
I mean, I own the whole place, but yes. The
I mean, you could also come over to my place.
I've never been to your place. Okay. Sure.
I mean, it's not as big as the gym, but it's cozy.
In comparison, I think your room will be bigger than mine.
Delaney kind of looks because she did not see the bedroom. She did not see the living quarters.
No, you did not. And that's going to be by design. If you invite us over, we're going over to you. Crux, what was I going to say? Crux just kind of looks at you both and is like, this is weird. Generally, this is weird. And I'm not going to say much, because obviously we'll talk later, but... And then looks very much at Cal. Unified front.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was a little absent-minded earlier, but I'm
can
okay.
tell. No, we heard. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately,
I've got some thoughts.
Unfortunately, I think the whole room heard. So, maybe a good thing that the name Giselle was used instead of.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's set aside our feelings for now about that. And there's many people who still want to meet us, so let's just put on a
Yeah.
What a good friend.
And where the
But
fuck
from-
are they anyway?
no idea.
Cal says about Thomas, but I think at that point we're all smiling and grinning and
I assume,
grimacing and turning to the next person.
Whoever is looking at us most. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume that you're dealing with family stuff.
Story of my life.
Story of our new lives, I guess.
And then I think
coming up
we'll
to-
finish. Yeah, well,
as soon as you break in your speech, a heavy set white man, blonde hair slicked back, blue eyes, in a three-piece suit, all buttoned up, shirt, tie, the whole thing, the heels on the shoes that click across the floors, walks up to you and he goes, "Good evening. Uh, name's Fred. I need to talk to you all about some grim business that happened up in North Philly around the Temple campus, and speaking on behalf of the Baroness Nia Amani here. So we do need to work some things out."
Oh, yes, of course.
So it's been brought to my attention that, and I'm sorry, we're not doing full on introductions here, as I think that most people know who you all are, and now you know who I am. So let's just get right into it. Um, you all were sent to push out Mr. Valentine, is what he's calling himself now. And from our understanding, Mr. Valentine had entered this territory without permission from your people or from our people. And while we don't have domains in the same way that the Camarilla do and the Anarch movement, we have territories that we consider safe for our people, if you understand my meaning.
Mhm.
The area near the Temple campus has long been what the Camarilla is called contested. The contest is some old paperwork that was indeed signed by the previous prince of the city, and your current prince is not holding up her end of the bargain. And while we don't find violence to be necessarily the best way to answer these sort of situations, I am here to negotiate your people's movement away from this area. And it seems like you are the delegates that have been sent here to have this discussion.
Yes,
Oh.
we have. Presume we are here on behalf of our.
Cal looks at you sideways with a bit of fright in their eyes. We can answer any and all questions about what happened in our mission, but I don't think we have the power to negotiate any current or past boundaries.
Mr. Hartman, you said?
Yes.
If I may ask, your role in the Anarchs, you are presumably the legal person or the
Business,
the business
council,
person.
this sort of situation, yes.
Yes, and presumably you have already made attempts to make contact with the prince and associates of the prince.
Yes, we've been somewhat stonewalled, particularly by a Mr. Albright.
Yes, okay, that makes sense. Well, what I can tell you is what you already know. We were sent up there to contest, not to contest. We were sent up there to push Mr. Valentine out on the orders.
He's taking notes as you're talking.
Yeah, Crux hilariously is probably the person that has had like media training like in this group. Presumably saw Crux literally on camera at the beginning of this. Yeah, as you know, we were sent up to North Philly, the temple grounds, to push Mr. Valentine out. All of the information that you are saying is in alignment with what we know. What I can tell you is exactly what it sounds. We are, what's the word I'm looking for? We are nothing more than an extension of the Camarilla. And as you already know, if this is contested, then the person that you need to be speaking to explicitly is the prince. While I apologize for the unfortunate nature that you haven't been able to reach contact, we cannot make any finalized deals. If you have any questions if you have any questions about what it is that we did up there that everyone else here doesn't already know, then we can answer that. But in terms of the finalizations of the land and territory, We stand with the Camarilla and what it is they have already told you.
Cal kind of cuts their eyes at you sideways and mouths, nice.
And he sort of nods his head. He goes, "It's unfortunate that that is the situation. Please understand that I have a bit of firsthand experience with the Camarilla, and I know that these are sort of the ways that things are done. Unfortunately, that can't stand. And I do not mean to put you all in a bad way, but certain things have to be done." And he pulls out a tablet from his pocket, and he goes, and he has basically all of the video of everything that happened, shower masquerade breaches there, like different angles, different TikTok. Basically, he's put it all together in one big video. And he's like, "I understand that you have some people who are very media savvy in the Camarilla, and you all have done an excellent job at getting most of this scrubbed off the internet. But you weren't quite that fast. And it would be incredibly unfortunate if this information was to leak out to the media or anyone who was looking for additional evidence revolving around the situation that happened there. And it seems like you young people have been put in the unfortunate situation of being the sacrificial lambs should this be the situation."
Mr. Hartman, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. In order for us, for the Camarilla, in order to get us to concede this territory, you're willing to not only breach the masquerade yourself, but put everybody else in danger as well for that. Because you understand that if you put this information out there for people to see, including others who are looking for evidence of our existence, it's not just going to be us that they hunt down.
And he smiles at you. He goes, "Yep, but there's more of you than us, and y'all tend to, with your more, what's the way to put this? Your very liberal prince, loosened the rules on a lot of you young ones. And there's a lot of new, kindred around that are more than likely to make themselves more exposed to have their old lives still entangled in their current lives. Particularly one Giselle Adonis Pugh. You're still trying to stick around with them being the same person that they used to be, and that's a fascinating approach from the prince. That's not something that the administration I worked for would have done. But if you're asking if there will be some of us in danger because of this sort of situation, yes, but most likely it'll be more of you than us."
Yeah, that is an assumption.
I think you're
making
also.
And confidence can get you a long way, but confidence is not statistics or fact.
I think perhaps you're also overestimating your own ability to forego punishment by either the Camarilla or the Anarchs. I don't think that anyone else in this room, and Calliope kind of raises their voice, would be excited about you willingly breaching the masquerade and endangering all of us.
None of the Anarchs really have any strong response to this. And he kind of looks around the room. "You fail to understand the gravity of the situation. We're all here together about this situation. The danger is you and your people."
So, you all agreed to this plan beforehand?
Is there anyone in disagreement about having our territory back and potentially having danger involved in getting our territory back?
It's not a potential. It wouldn't be potential.
Oh, it's only potential, yes.
Sir, if I may, I think perhaps you have overestimated our importance to the Camarilla. You release that, we get killed by the Seneschal. Not tomorrow, today. And what will that get you? Absolutely no closer to your territory. Would you like to make enemies of us or friends? Because right now I am not feeling very interested or willing in having anything good to say about you to the prince. You can either kill us for no reason or make allies of us. Which would you prefer?
And he lets out a hacking cough. And there's no reason for him to... Because there's nothing there. But he just laughs. He goes, excuse my language, but do you think I give a flying fuck about what your prince thinks about the anarchs here? Our territory has been stolen, and we're going to take it back. You can agree to it or not, but it
whether
will
I
indeed be
agree to it,
ours.
sir, has absolutely nothing to do with whether the prince agrees to it or whether or not you face backlash for doing such a thing. I have no power here.
Smooth the ride. Oh, you think you have no power? And he looks through his tablet real quick, and he goes, so you are the chowder of Dr. Vivian Gray, what did we call that? The leader of the Malkavians. I'm forgetting some of the
Primogen,
terminology.
yes.
Yeah, there you go. The Primogen. And Dalany Ashford, and you're the chowder of the Primogen of the Salubri. That's really odd that y'all have Salubri Primogen. There's only a couple of you. That's something. And I don't really have any idea who your sire is.
And I think that's when Crux steps forward in front of their compatriots. Yeah, I know. So, you clearly have some rope around our necks, or so you believe.
I wouldn't put it that way. That seems a little bit racially insensitive.
And I think Crux's eyes again flare up in a way that is almost instinctual. You just showed me a phone. No, sorry, a tablet that will get me killed by tomorrow. Let's speak plainly, Fred. You and your anarchs want territory. The Camarilla isn't going to budge. So instead of a push and pull, how about you start talking in potential compromises? And then we will bring that to the Camarilla. But you know just as well as we do, it's not going to be giving it up. Or else you or us wouldn't be here. So, start sweeten the deal. What would be enough?
One of you finally talking with what I would assume to be sense. I am going to ask for a dice roll on this, though. Oh, yeah. I thought you were getting away without dice rolls. I want, I need to look at the character sheet real quick. Give me a second.
Don't look at my sheet. I have persuasion. I think I'm doing a little bit of persuasion right now. Know that whatever you ask for, that persuasion should be in there.
I would agree with persuasion. I mean,
I am not
the storyteller.
Persuasion, but I do have potentially more compelling things to work with. Yeah, let's go. Charisma and persuasion, or you could give me manipulation and streetwise.
Let's see. I have streetwise. Manipulation and streetwise would be 4. Charisma and persuasion would be 5. So charisma and persuasion.
Give me a roll.
Don't forget, you can rouse. You can rouse.
Oh,
blood.
Yes, you can rouse the blood.
Yes. And you could
And I'll
spend
give you
willpower if
2
you need to
more
reroll.
dice,
Yes.
I can wouge my
but you do have to make a
blood.
rouse check.
You can wouse your blood.
I can wouge my blood.
Wows.
Okay.
World of Wowscraft.
Let's see.
That's terrible.
I know,
wait,
that's
wait.
why I said it.
Dice say cross. I'm still learning. Is cross good? Cross good?
Cross is a
Yes.
success.
Amen.
So you got hungrier, so now you can add 2 dice to your pool.
You love me.
Yep, to your charisma.
How do I? Okay, I'll just click it on. 1, 2. 5 successes.
5 successes. Excellent. He says, okay, here's what we can do. You got a second? And it seems like you're the most reasonable negotiator of the group here. And I'd rather talk to you in private. And I'm not. And he looks at both of you and he goes, I'm not going to ask them to agree to anything for the group.
You know it wouldn't happen. And Crux looks to the two of you for permission, basically. Because again, we move as.
I think Delaney, probably for like the first time that you guys have known her, looks annoyed. She didn't get annoyed with Bo. She didn't get annoyed with anybody else. But this is annoying to her because it feels like some sexist bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Crux clocks that and is like, how about you talk to us and I do the speaking? That make you comfortable enough?
Do the speaker?
Like, how about you want to talk to, we move as a unit, Fred. Eyes always make for good.
You know what?
Witnesses always make
Fine.
for good. But I can
If you
speak
want
to
to do it this way, do it this way.
Sure.
We will concede the temple campus. The campus itself, nothing around the campus so broad. The temple side of campus, the immediate buildings that belong to Temple University, the main campus area, all of the rest surrounding it is ours. Makes a weird bubble. I don't care.
Okay. Why do you think? Sorry. That sounds like that doesn't sound like an unreasonable thing to bring to our prince.
Because you showed up and handled a problem that should have been ours to handle on a timeline that was basically didn't give us much time to give any warning or do what we needed to do, which means that your prince was trying to make a power play, or your seneschal, whichever one of them that it is. There's also, flex to his tablet again, a recent spate of Albright's, somebody and Sons. Why is it blurred out? Looking to buying up more property, especially around the West Philadelphia side of things, pushing further and further outside of the University City area.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So it's hard for me to look at this, or any one of us to look at this and not think that you're trying to grab more and more of our territory.
Now, I ask this as someone who is, as a student of life. As the Anarchs, shouldn't you be about free roaming? Should it really matter where the bounds of territory are if you are all free? And they look over to Bo. I had one of your associates come and say that to me just as tonight. Is freedom not dictated by borders?
And he looks at you and looks at Bo and he says, I mean this with no disrespect, but these are the arguments of children. You have to understand that we have been very respectful of your sect's territory. We don't feed in your territory. We stay in the neutral ground rules that we have established here. The laws have been violated, the rules have been violated that you all laid down, and we are simply asking that you stick to the original agreement. The reason we are willing to compromise, he says in air quotes, is because most of your people are already infiltrated the temple campus. Most of the money, or lack thereof, that has bankrupted the campus has been because of your people. So if it fails, we'll leave it to you.
Of course. Sure. And while I cannot have any arguments for those points, they sound extremely reasonable, and this conversation seems to be going very smoothly. My only remaining question that puts us, not necessarily the Camarilla, in a particular light is, we did handle the sprung issue that was the white attack. And while yes, you have the evidence of a masquerade breach, I do think that it is important that we did work, regardless of however to see this as Camarilla power. What about travel through territories?
We can pass through territories. There's always that things say obviously no feed in other territories or bargaining in territories is yours.
Oh no!
Aye, Captain. Yep. If you're wondering why I'm saying aye, Captain, I'm talking to Jordan.
Well, they can read the U on the thing. Oh.
Cool.
Excellent.
All good.
Regardless of the presumed power plays, while traveling through your presumed territory, while traveling to this contested territory, there was an incident. So my question to you is, instead of trying to get a couple of new turned killed, how would you have taken responsibility for the breaches that came of themselves of the, what is his name, Bobby Valentine running rampant?
You think Mr. Valentine was responsible for the white?
He claimed that it was his territory, and you claimed that it was your territory. So it sounds like that you.
Oh, that's rich. Okay. You're new.
Sure.
All of you are new. So I'll explain this to you slowly. Shit happens that you don't have any control of. And the Camarilla is going to lie to you and say you should always have control. And that's fucking insane. Excuse my language. So a white appearing at a party full of drunk kids seemed like ample opportunity, just like they could show up at a concert or a play or what have you. It's a rare and unfortunate incident, but it is one that could happen at any time. We're very good at cleaning these things up. All of us, not just the Camarilla, the Anarchs too. They won't say that we do, but you don't hear about these things. You know why you don't hear about these things? Because we have people like her, and he points at the woman y'all saw outside that looked very professional with the box braids, pretty young. This is what she does. She makes stories disappear, and just like your group of Nosferatu. I know y'all have still quite the Nosferatu group working with you. They clean these things up too. It is not beyond the pale that we could do these things. We got this information before it was cleared up off the internet, and we could make it disappear too. I don't want to throw you all under the bus. This is just a leverage play, just like your prince made one. You have to understand it is not personal.
Very easy to say on your side of things, I'm sure.
No, it's not quite that easy. Y'all are young. I wish you weren't part of this hell group that you're a part of, but this is where you were born. That's how it works. One day, maybe you'll get old enough and powerful enough to get away. Maybe you'll get old enough and powerful enough to say, hey, I want more and more and more and more power. And then you'll stay there forever until someone wants to kill you. We're asking for what's fair. That's all. And when you don't have a lot of leverage, you use the leverage that you have.
And I think Crux gets a wicked smile, showing teeth and all. So you don't have a lot of leverage. And yet we, the Camarilla, do. And you say it's crazy that we strive for perfection. But it's the fact that we strive for perfection is the reason why the Camarilla has so much leverage. So we will bring your proposal, Fred, to who we need to. But it seems like the rest of this conversation is over. And we do hope that that goes away. And we might never have to see you again. So we can all grow old.
I have a feeling that no matter how this plays out, you'll see me again. It was a pleasure meeting all of you.
It was a meeting indeed.
Cal can't stop their lip from curling a little bit as he walks away. I say we eat him next time.
Stop. People can hear you. And that's not very charitable to people we're trying to get to know.
They know us just fine, Delaney.
Yes, but we don't know them. Except people that we're trying to get to know.
Of course. And Crux looks to you and says, not a habit that I want to get into. I consider you way more eloquent than I.
That was pretty good work, Crux.
No, you did great. I just didn't think that I would be disrespected tonight.
There's one thing that I am learning in this life very quickly. Not a lot of things will change for people like us. Not so soon.
Yeah. Especially, yeah. You did good. Thank you.
And Crux kind of puts a hand through their locks. Thanks, stretches, and then turns to the rest of the, presumably crowds that are looking at us. Would anyone else like to have a conversation about territory, or do we want to do some interesting things?
Damn, that was giving. Before we get started, anybody want to get off the elevator? It was giving that.
When you say that, there is a pause because it looks like there are several people considering what their next move should be. Before Nora comes up to you. She was the old lady that y'all met outside of the party.
Yes.
And she kind of takes her hood off and she goes, "Good that you all survived."
Oh, I don't think I met Nora.
I met
So-
Nora. It was me and not Giselle, Adonis.
Adonis. Yeah.
So I think Crux being the only person that I guess would recognize this person, like in a interpersonal fashion. Nora, hello. Yes, we are alive for the time being.
And she kind of looks over at Fred and she goes, "Unfortunate that you had to talk to him."
Oh,
I
Nora.
agree.
It's all business with him, but apparently it does the dirty work for Mia, so can't be all bad.
And to be clear, Nia, have we met
Nia.
Nia, have we met
Nia Amani.
Yeah, Mia was
Yeah, the
the
salubri.
first one.
That's
you
what
The
I
met.
thought.
other
Okay,
Salubri.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Salubri. Okay, head of the anarchs. Just doing the math, just understanding it. I met tons of them in my old life. And I think Crux kind of clicks, oh, we should introduce each other. Well, I'm sure you know who we are, but you both, this is Nora. She was at the temple function.
You were at temple.
Yeah, I got out of there before you all. It looks like Crux here was gonna fight the guards or what have you. So I didn't want to be a part of that necessarily.
That's understandable.
You got out before the white, at least. If only they were all asking you questions too.
Yeah, I didn't get caught on any cameras. Always sucks when that happens. You know, I was told, well, you know, I read a bunch of books throughout my life, and she is old. She definitely was embraced in her 70s, maybe 80s. And she looks it, but she's like, all the vampire books told me we didn't have reflections. So if you didn't have reflections, how the hell did they take a camera picture of you? And then I walked past the mirror and, well, there I was.
You know, I had a similar
Yeah.
moment this morning.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of us are the clan that does not show up in photos.
There's a clan that doesn't show up in photos.
Me and Nora both.
Oh, yes, the La Sombra, they tend to interfere with technology.
Good to know.
Not of their own volition.
Oh. Okay.
Huh.
Crux and Nora are like chewing on this.
Yeah, there's a moment. And despite her looking old, you can tell that she is not that far from being in the same boat as y'all.
Yeah.
She goes, apparently, I got turned by someone who said they felt bad for me. What I didn't know was that while I feel better, I was dying, and then they turned me, and I don't feel like I'm dying, but my bones still occasionally creak, and I still look like this.
I think
And I guess I'll look like this forever.
I reach out to her and like take her hand with her permission, of course. Like I'll like open up my hand for her to give me hers. I say, I was turned because I was dying too.
Really?
Mhm.
Did the person that turned you stick around?
Yes. You're a student?
Nope.
I'm sorry to hear that. But it seems like maybe you found a family to take you in?
Guess there's something like that.
Do they take care of you?
And she kind of like looks around and she goes, I mean, for the most part, it's complicated. Apparently, your Camarilla, your ivory tower, as they like to call it, doesn't really take too kindly to what they call thin bloods, which is what I am. But we call ourselves Dustborn. But I think the person that embraced me was one of your sect and didn't want to have a progeny that what they consider wasn't a full vampire.
I don't think that of you. I think you're kindred just like the rest of us.
And you're smart enough
Yeah.
not to get caught on camera.
That is
Being
so
better
Yeah.
than we are.
Yeah.
I was just scared. That's all it took to make me go away.
Maybe we
Nothing
should
wrong with
listen to our
that.
instincts too.
I think that having a healthy amount of fear is smart. Means you just have survival instincts.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't want to monopolize your time, but I just wanted to say, she looks at Crux and she goes, I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you're still here. All of you, but you apparently fought that thing and
Did.
and you made it through. Did you kill it? And her eyes kind of open a little bit in amazement. She was like, I was not close, but I was close enough to see there was a fight going on and there was something that was throwing whole bodies and you grabbed it and held it in place. You must be really strong.
People keep telling me that. Oh, and I think I'll say not retcon, but I'll say that Crux says in response to like, "Did you kill it?" is it did not die there. Because you don't get anything around these people. Not her in general.
Sure. And she goes, all right, well, I'm gonna go. Here's what I'll tell you though. You ain't gotta talk to all of these people if you don't want to. You can tell them to go fuck themselves.
Nora, I think I said enough of what I needed to make a few of them back off.
Auntie, can I get your number? And maybe we can
Auntie, that's funny.
just respect. Do you have a phone?
She goes, oh yeah, I have a phone, and she pulls out an old ass flip phone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like put my number in it.
She goes, I only have a little bit of minutes on there, and so and the texts are not unlimited, so I burned through quite a few. So if you need to call this, make sure you get me on a night or a weekend.
I mean, it'll always be night.
And she kind of laughs at that. She goes, well, yeah, well, I don't know if you know this, but some of the other Duskborn can go out in the daytime. I'm not one of
That's all.
them, but yeah, it's a thing.
That's cool.
What a
It is
gift.
until they well, your old people, from my understanding, used to kill them, and if they didn't kill them, they brand them.
I'm learning that vampires is. I'm learning that our society isn't too progressive as I would probably like it to be.
It seems like your current prince or princess, whatever,
Prince.
does not do all of that mess, but you know, there's certain ones that are stuck in their ways.
Yeah, there always are. But you know, we're not Primogen or anything, but I would argue in your favor if I had to, because that's not fair to anybody.
She kind of pats her hand. She goes, "That's sweet." Don't worry too much about me, though. I'm figuring it out.
We can all figure it out together.
And then with that, she kind of sighs and she goes, I don't think it works that way.
I think it only works that way because other people have decided that it doesn't work that way.
You might be right. But I'm gonna go. And she kind of looks over at someone who's looking at you and goes, I think someone wants your attention.
Who is she looking at?
It's Ben.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Dang, at this point,
Yeah.
I'll take the hot topic guy.
Oh no. If Ben wants to talk to us, that's never a good thing.
I would prefer the hot topic guy we want to talk to.
Ben just strolls up to you and he goes, hey, anybody threaten y'all or do anything that you think is dangerous?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, wasn't that the point of this? For them to air out their grievances?
Amongst things, but were you in danger in any way?
Yes, definitely.
Well, someone threatened to leak a video compilation of all of us at the Temple University incident. So.
Oh, blackmail. Okay, well,
yeah,
not that much danger then. You're all right.
Nothing extemporaneous.
I mean, technically, blackmail is against the rules, but everybody does it here.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the vibe. But I'm presuming you didn't hear, but we told them that we are similarly aligned with everything the Camarilla has said, and asked if they would like to propose any compromises, and they did. The Anarchs.
He's like, he looks at you, kind of blank stares, like, what?
They clearly came here wanting something, and blackmail is just that tool for leverage.
Yeah,
So I
what were they
asked
blackmailing you for?
the
The contested territory.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Well, that's gonna be a motherfucker.
Yeah.
We made no promises. Safe to bring a proposal to the prince.
Or you, or whoever we, Albright, whoever we need to.
Yeah. No, that's good. I would
And-
probably recommend that you all stay away from that territory while it's. If they're making
No reason
such
to
a
go over
play
there.
right now, then it's probably a place that you shouldn't be near. Now,
Also,
yes, ma'am.
I'm not trying to give orders. It's just a suggestion. That Fred Hartman guy, he's the one with all the evidence. So it's on a little tablet that he has. No, because we have.
No, it actually would be that woman that they said that works for them.
Oh, Fred is Fred used to be one of the Camarilla. He's a little disgruntled.
Yeah, kind of got that. Delaney is like not her usual nice self right now.
He just goes, listen, don't get yourselves a little too stressed out about this situation. I'm thinking that Albright will pull some strings, but you do have an out now if you want to leave.
Cal looks one more time at the person that Fred had looked at, the woman in the nice suit, who ostensibly is their tech person. And I think both of Delaney and Cross could kind of see the glimmer of something cooking in Calliope's face, a little vengeful, a little like something cooking in their face.
Elbow.
No, maybe we could.
I understand why you feel the way you feel. Let's not push our luck.
I don't want to make enemies. I'd prefer to make a friend.
I think we're enemies, friend.
I think at Ben's offer of us to we have it out, we can leave if we want to. I think Delaney thinks about the interaction they had with Fred, the interaction with Bo, all of the kind of snide looks from the anarchs that we've gotten, and says, I think if we leave now, it would just maybe prove one of their points. And I'm not here to do that right now.
On the contrary, I think we should leave, but if you would like to stay, I will stand by you.
Why do you think we should leave?
Because this sucks.
It does suck. But call me petty, I don't feel like letting any of them win.
And I think Ben kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. Winning is living to politic another day. And I don't want
Well,
us...
they're not going to kill you. I just want y'all to know that,
this is neutral
try,
ground.
It might seem like we're outnumbered, but don't you worry.
No, that I'm not worried. Living as in not letting them have anything on us that will get us another day. Is that not the Camarilla way?
And Ben sort of crosses his arms over his, and he goes, there's a lot of ways to the Camarilla. Some of them are devious. Some of them are straightforward. And y'all found a way to slide right in between what seems to be both of them.
If you were in our position, what would you do right now?
And he just kind of smiles at you and goes, first off, I wouldn't be in your position.
Just humor me, please.
Y'all are new children. That's not meant to, with any offense, but you're brand new to this. A lot of your fuck ups can't be that big of fuck ups. I mean, there's some masquerade breaches, that sort of thing, where they'll get you killed, but most of the shit you say here is meaningless. So, rub elbows, make friends, make enemies, make these people hate you and make them love you. It doesn't really matter. But make an impression. Make them remember you.
Thank you. Like, Delaney kind of cuts her eyes at Crux like, I fucking told you.
Oh, and Crux,
I'm tired of male presenting people questioning me tonight.
Hey.
Delaney's about to put on her dommy mommy voice.
Oh, finally.
She's mad.
I think that's really a great point for us to leave off for this episode. I think that's a
Like me
great
saying
point for us
dommy
to
mommy
leave off.
voice. Right.
Glorious. Ben
That's
said-
good, because I think I was about to make a really bad choice, so maybe I could sit.
Yes.
Now you have time to think
Literally?
about it?
No, literally, I feel like you understand that you just said the words that are like, let the shackles go.
Yeah,
Let the
that was like
dogs out.
catnip to Calliope. They've had a rough day.
I mean, y'all can listen to him. Y'all know what he about. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Philly by Night, The Monster Within. Apologies for any tech issues that we had. There was a little bit of choppiness in the audio. Unfortunately, these things sort of happen whenever you're doing a live stream. It is what it is. But before we go, I have been your storyteller, Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. You can find me around the internet as Dimples and Dice, basically everywhere. Please make sure you're following our YouTube. If you haven't, please subscribe. It makes it so that I can potentially get art for our streams and continue to fund making new stuff. So do that, and then I will pass it over to Zoe.
Hi everyone, it's me, Zoe. Politicking is a job that nobody should have to do. But I play Crux. If you like what I did here, you'll love what I do everywhere else. Follow me on Blue Sky at Radical Zoe. And if you think I'm smart, sexy, cool, fun, funky, or fresh, or you want to find out how smart, cool, fun, funky, or fresh I am, you can actually catch me doing a talk. I'm going to post it on Blue Sky after this. I'm doing a talk tomorrow with an organization known as Blue Stoop, and I'm going to be talking about radical imagination and world building. It's going to be at like, I think 4 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be good. Show up, show out, ask questions. You get to talk with me, Professor Zoe. Passing it to C because I see it going this way.
Hello. My name is C. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm having dry eye right now, I guess. If you liked what I did here tonight, you'll like what I do other places. You can find me making very trans, very gay art on the internet at C Plays RPG, and tonight I had the pleasure of playing Calliope, who uses they, them pronouns, and is the party's Malkavian, who is going to kill someone imminently, I imagine. Good luck getting into or out of their path, because Fred fucked up, is what I have to say about it all. I don't know. I'm gonna eat someone soon. I had a pleasure. Come check out Transplanar RPG Saturdays at 8 p.m. US Eastern Time. We are also on YouTube, Vimeo, and the Internet Archive. So, also anywhere you pod your casts. So check out our stuff, check out our stories. We're going to be premiering Arc 4 at the end of October. And our arc 4 interlude, or our arc 3 interlude, our interlude episode, our between seasons episode, is coming out on October 4th. And I'm not going to say anything except for the fact that it's going to kick you in the head. So I'll pass it over to Fair.
Hi, I'm Farron. I have been Delaney Ashford, who is finally losing some of her patience with people. You can follow me on socials at Fairbear, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and also here on Twitch. I do stream. You can also follow my YouTube, Fairbear Games. That's where my VODs get posted. I'm also a cast member of Ampistrano, a homebrew D&D 5e campaign that is DM'd by our lovely producer, Jordan. I'm not in this coming episode, but we are doing our own interludes this month. We had one last week. We're having one with Sin this coming Saturday, and then I'll be next week. But you should tune in. That's 3 p.m. Eastern over on Jordan's channel, where we're telling a fantastic story. And I also am doing other stuff. I can't remember. I just lost my train of thought. But other stuff with Amir.
Make sure you're following Summon Stories also on YouTube, where you'll find
Yes.
our new Tales of the Valiant campaign.
Yeah.
You can also find our old Tales of the Valiant campaign there too. Shadows over Duskmere, and then Passages Through
Lost Places is the name of our new campaign.
Passages Through Lost Places, that one. Yeah.
We're traveling through the labyrinth. And it's fun.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Oh, also, they're not here tonight, but please follow Vin on socials, Vinvox or VinvoxVA. I think their website is also vinvox.com. You'll find them on the socials and follow their links.
We'll add the stuff in the YouTubes.
They're doing amazing things. We've missed them, and Don is a snotty ass tonight, so make sure you give them a follow too.
Donna showing up late to this party is going to be a time. I can't wait.
Adana showing up when everyone's leaving.
With that, we're going to go find someone to raid. Thank you all again. Have a wonderful night. We out.